Phuket Extra is brought to you by Coast Beach Club and Bistro at Centara Grand Beach Resort. Chill in the sun, sip under the stars.
สวัสดีครับ and welcome to Phuket Extra, brought to you by Coast Beach Club and Bistro at Centara Grand Beach Resort, Phuket. I'm JP Mastanza, and today we have an update on last year's horrific Chiang Mai school fire. But first, let's start off with this. After 2 nights in police lockup, the Russian woman who was caught feeding fish at Ratchayai Island is finally free, albeit after paying the 100,000 baht bail. 53-year-old Olga Smirnova had to borrow the money from a friend in order to walk out of Phuket Provincial Court yesterday. She was arrested on Sunday during a holiday trip to Ratchayai Island, south of Phuket, after feeding bread to fish close to a coral reef. Smirnova won't be able to leave the country until she appears for her March 6 court date. And investigations into Phuket corruption are now fully underway by the National Anti-Corruption Commission. That's according to officials who confirmed it to the Phuket News. The NACC is currently gathering evidence from private businesses and individuals who claim they're being extorted by officials around the island. When asked if corruption was present among Phuket officials, NACC Phuket Chief Prichanun Pomlek said it's true, though he admitted they can only charge corrupt officials with strong evidence, and there is no deadline for ending the probe. The move comes after Governor Chokchai Dechamortan last week called an emergency meeting of top law officials and department heads around the island, ordering them to investigate themselves amid allegations of corruption. And the parents of the 19 school children who died in the tragic fire at a dormitory in Chiang Mai last year, well, they say they're out of options and are now filing individual lawsuits. The incident happened last May at the dormitory of the all-girls boarding school for underprivileged children, the Pitakiat Witaya School, killing all 19 schoolgirls between the ages of 5 and 12 while they were sleeping. The building had no smoke detectors or fire alarms, but because it was built before safety regulations were put in place, the school was not required to provide any of that. Later, investigators announced that the fire was caused by a faulty light bulb. On Monday, public prosecutors said they would not take up the case, and now reports are indicating the families of the young victims will come together to pursue litigation. This story is ongoing. And sit tight, Phuket Extra will be right back after this.
Pop into Thai Taco today, Soy Sour Darak, across from Ban Sinam Yen School in the heart of Patong. Hundreds and thousands of customers from all over the world can't be wrong.
And welcome back to Phuket Extra. Police are trying to track down the assailant who shot a man in the head in a quiet street in Phuket town yesterday morning. The victim was sent to Vashira Phuket Hospital, and police have yet to update his condition. The suspect in the shooting just off Phuket Road is still on the run, and the investigation is ongoing. And now there are 4,000 security officers just outside the country's biggest temple, Wat Pradamankaya, ready for a fresh round of searches just as 7 monks launched a hunger strike hoping the Prime Minister would end it all. For 5 hours yesterday, authorities and management at the temple talked over allowing police access to certain areas, but negotiations did fail, and now officials say they are prepared to move in, but try to avoid any violent outbreaks. Since last week, a contingent of police, military, and Department of Special Investigation officials have been trying to search the entirety of the 2,000 Rai compound to locate and arrest Pradamajayo, an embattled monk who is wanted on charges of money laundering and receiving stolen goods. Some claim the former abbot of the temple has already fled, but authorities are still ready to move in and confirm that news themselves. This story is ongoing. And that's it for Phuket Extra today. But before we go, you should head over to thephuketnews.com and vote in our latest poll. Should Patong night venues stay open later to 4 a.m.? The vote ends soon, so don't forget to have your say. From all of us here at the Phuket News Center, thank you for watching. Until tomorrow, stay classy, Phuket.
Moving? Sending stuff from Phuket? Or maybe you need some important items brought to the island? USPPhuket.com. Put yourself in experienced hands. USPPhuket.com.